Everybody. Thank y'all for joining me on live. This is Prophet Mocmoud, represent all the cast offs worldwide. You don't know what a cast off is. A cast off is being who you are, even when it's unpopular. When your thoughts and what your hopes, when what your thoughts and what you stand for is different in the crowd, you are a cast off. It's a lot of things I'm gonna talk about, just from questions that people ask me on other social media. I do have a new movie. I don't know how. Somebody close to me must have told one of y'all, but I have wrote a script for a new movie. I will be at the Streetwear Fest July 22nd. And I got a couple more things I'm going to talk about, but I'm waiting for more people to get in here and then I'm going to address everything. Hey, when y'all get in here, when y'all get into the live, make sure y'all hit like and let me know where y'all from. It will help out a lot, please. I had made a post, and I just got a message on here. What do I mean by don't force relationships? What I mean is like a lot of times, I believe in going where we celebrate it. What's good with you, Connie? I believe in going where we celebrate it, not where we tolerate it. And too many times we try to force, relationships and friendships with people. And I believe, you know, God had to save us from ourselves from sometimes. Because, for example, like I believe some people see your greatness and some people see your uniqueness. And I believe in love at first sight. And I'm not always talking about relationship things, love at first sight, but it could be just a connection where you just see this person's uniqueness and you see their spirit and you know y'all like minded and y'all just connect. And sometimes a person might not be that and they might not just be for you. And so, too many times we ignore the people who we like mind and have a spiritual connection with, trying to force ourselves on someone who don't want to be bothered with us. And while we chasing them, they giving us the run around while they chasing somebody else. And I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about in business. I'm talking about friendships, whatever. And so when I say love at first sight, I'm not talking about no, oh my God, I love, let's get married. But I'm just talking about like the people who understand your uniqueness. You don't have to be something you ain't to impress them. And sometimes when we chase, we try to be something we ain't to get accepted by somebody who will never accept us. So that's what I mean. Don't force yourself on some people. Because every relationship, friendship, partnership, every time I had to or tried to force something, it never worked. You feel me? And so even when I try to move homies from Toledo down here, like man, leave that shit alone, man. Come down here and get a better life. And the ones I had to beg to come down here, it never worked out, bro. It never worked out, and I should have left their ass on the corner right where they was at. And so I learned that, man. And sometimes like you don't force certain stuff, man. And so that's what I meant by that. That was a question that somebody just asked me on Instagram. All right, I'm getting only okay. Only reason I'm on here right now because I forgot to write down the questions. I had like 100 questions people had asked me, and I didn't want to answer 100 questions. And so, what's good with it? All right, but yeah, I'm gonna just get straight to the point. I do have a see what I've been doing. We'd go downtown and we'd go buy food on our own and we'd go feed a whole bunch of homeless people. Y'all never been to Atlanta, man. Y'all ain't never seen homeless like this in a lot of city. Where I'm from, it ain't you don't see too many homeless people in Toledo. First of all, it's too fucking cold. You have to freeze to death. You outside sleep when it's below zero. But like Atlanta, it's a different level of homelessness. And so we used to go downtown and cook on the spot and feed homeless people and just do. I'm with the Hope and Healing Foundation to work, and so we do a lot of charity work. We do a lot of feeding people and stuff like that. And I always did that in my own neighborhood where I'm from. But what I want to do now is I don't want to be this revolutionary. I want to be a part of a revolution. Huey P. Newton said something so real, and he was like, "You can kill a revolutionary, but you can't kill a revolution." And so I'm doing all this community work. I'm coaching these kids. I'm speaking and all this. And so I was like, I'm doing this as an individual person. Let me start a community of it. And so I came up with it, and the reason I do it because I believe in Christ, and God saved my life for a reason, and so I feel I'm doing God's work on earth, even though I ain't the cleanest vessel. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, yeah, you cuss, you do this, you do that, and so but it's gonna be called One Nation Spirit of Christ. And so when we feed people, we're gonna do it under One Nation Spirit of Christ. When we sponsoring these sports leagues, city to city, it's gonna be under One Nation Spirit of Christ. When we out speaking and changing people's lives, it's gonna be under One Nation Spirit of Christ. And so I'm just putting together the people. And so even if people out of town and want to help and be a part of what I'm doing, like even if they can't feed or help, they could just help send covers or send money or whatever, and it's gonna be through One Nation Spirit of Christ. I don't and my homeboys like, man, you should make it a nonprofit. I ain't even got that far, but that's the name, One Nation Spirit of Christ. And we're gonna focus on like feeding people, provide clothing for people, coaching kids, sponsoring basketball leagues and stuff like that. And I know y'all like, what sports got to do with it? I believe in the ghetto, in the inner city, when you in them violent ass neighborhoods with no daddies in the household, I believe sports save our life. Sports saved my life. Basketball saved my life. And so even if you don't make it to the NBA, it'll keep you in high school, or you can get a college scholarship, and it just gets you out the neighborhood. And a lot of times sports give us discipline. We raise, without a dad in the house, we're not taught how to be a man. And a lot of women, I don't need no man. I gotta teach my son how to be a man. And a lot of times manhood be simple things like total self accountability. And I believe that's three things that make you a man in my eyes. Is good afternoon. I believe three things that make a person a man in my eyes is total self accountability. One, I believe it's selflessness. When you will make yourself uncomfortable for the comfort of your people, your community, your staff, whatever, and I believe weak weasels make everyone else uncomfortable for their own comfortability. And so a man is a man who is selfless and make himself uncomfortable for the comfort of his people. That's man shit. You know that. Well, who telling a little boy that? Hey, boy, go make yourself uncomfortable. No mama's gonna tell her fucking kid that. Or the average male. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not. I hope that's not offensive to women, but that's where men come in pouring into other little men. Like, be total self accountability, self total. Y'all know what I mean. But that is taught in sports a lot of times. And so in sports, we are taught sometimes you have to be uncomfortable and play a different way for the benefit of the team. You might be a good scorer, like Michael Jordan was a great scorer, but Phil Jackson said, look, we're going to have you off the ball playing the triangle because the way you doing it ain't going to win. And so he had to make himself uncomfortable for the comfort and the winning of the team. And so that's just man shit, bro. And, another thing is of a man and me is like the average male or the average weak weasel see a problem. Like, somebody need to do something. Shifting their responsibilities on someone else, and then sit there and critique and criticize someone who doing what they should be doing, and they sit back and criticize saying they ain't doing it right. And a man is a person, walking in this purpose. And how do you find your purpose, Prophet? Whatever bring pain in your heart is what God has qualified you to heal. What bring pain in your heart is what God has qualified you to heal. And you will realize what brings that pain in your heart, and it need to change. We are blessed with the gifts. to make that change. And once you activate your gifts and start doing what you gifted at for a change, for something better than greater than yourself, that's your purpose. And so that's your purpose. And and I believe a man should walk in his purpose, man. A man should really walk in his purpose. And so that's what I mean by like three things would it take to be the man, in my opinion. You walk into your purpose and you making you selfless and you total self accountable. That's man shit. And and I believe sports teaches that. Cause y'all won't believe, like, nigga. All right, here come the dumb shit now. I said I wasn't go, but like, okay, like me and my cousin Travell, her birthday was the other day. Um, I say that's my sister because we was always raised like sisters and brothers, but that's my cousin Travell Watson. Her and Laurel are twins. They was born the same day, and so I was just telling her happy birthday. Her birthday June 17th, and I was just like, I never. It's nothing in my life I could ever say that my mama taught me. Like everybody be like, well, my mama always taught me, or my dad always taught me. We all know that, right? Everybody had that. Like, my mom always said, my dad always said, but one thing that stick out to me when my mama told me I was 17 years old, my mom was like, all right, you about to be 18. You need to go down there and get you one of them crazy checks. They gonna take good care of you. You're gonna be set for life. You ain't gonna have to worry about medical. You gonna get you a house in the project. Like that's what advice my mama gave me. And she gave that same advice to my cousin Travell. When I was 17, Travell had to be like 15, turning 16. So my mom pulled Travell to the side like, okay, Travell, you need to find out what you're gonna do. You need to go ahead, get pregnant, get you one of them low income down to Brentwood locks, and they gonna take good care of you. The government gonna take good care of you. That was advice. And so I was asking Travell, did she remember that shit? And so, that's like that's the thinking where I'm from. And so you got little boys being taught like that, you know what I'm saying? And so I believe sports teach you self accountability. And so that's why I advocate sports and try to sponsor so many sports leagues and teach my son and his friends basketball and stuff like that. So that's why I advocate sports so much. Yeah, I got 100 messages. I was frustrated. I had made this post and I was real frustrated. I looked tired as hell. Everybody like, damn, like you ain't slept in years, boy. You look tired. You frustrated. I don't ever see you frustrated. I get frustrated a lot. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Shit, but I be frustrated because of you know we be thinking it's humble, talking about, man, I don't care about money and stuff like that, man. But too many times, it ain't just about you balling out with money and stuff like that. Because I believe poverty is a mindset. Like poverty is just a mindset, like that poverty mindset, and that's why our poor communities be like that. All the like, it's a mindset, and so when you don't have like when you have the amount of money you want, you could surround yourself with the people you want to be around. So, for example, like if you don't have any money, you're forced to do a job you don't want, and now you're around people who you don't want to be around. And then a lot of people just have fucked up mindsets. Like and you had to be around them people. You're forced to hear dumb shit all day, and so for example, the people who I have to deal with, the people I have to work with to see what I'm trying to do come true, people who you pay to do certain shit, they just don't do it. Like for example, we all have these dreams and these ambitions and trying to make them come true. But you surrounded by motherfuckers who know what they should do and just choose comfort over the betterment of themselves and the betterment of their people and their community and their kids and stuff like that. And so once again, I had said for us to be men, we had to make ourselves uncomfortable for the comfort of our people. And you just around so many comfortable ass males, bro. Like, man, I ain't about to do all that, man. They like talk all this shit about they dream, all that, and then just won't put no work in. And those are people you forced to be around when you not where you want to be. And so you don't want your kids even dealing with no mindset, them weak weasels like that. And so I just had to get the fuck away from here, bro. And so just being around comfortable males, it'd be frustrating to me. It'd be so frustrating just hearing people talk all day, like, yeah, we're going, and then just won't do nothing. That's why I was frustrated. It wasn't nothing serious. And then a lot of times, like I said, we be frustrated a lot of times, man, because we don't get rest. Man, rest and a lack of water will have you frustrated, stressed, depressed, and you will think it's some big thing. But one day you just need to go. I don't even have to take some fucking NyQuil. Just go to sleep for like 10 hours, and then wake up and drink like two of these. Man, you will feel a lot better. Not saying that's gonna change everything, but a lot of our situations be we be dehydrated and no rest for real. One time, man, I was weak as hell, bro. Like I was weak, man. I was so weak. I couldn't. I was just tired, man. I couldn't do shit, and so I went. I had to go to the hospital. That's when COVID was out real tough. They diagnosed me with COVID, whatever, and then they gave me an IV. Man, I'm talking about soon as the IV was over with in that bag water, man, I ain't have no symptoms. My skin was back to normal color and everything. You know, it was just I was dehydrated. I thought I had COVID. Nigga, I needed some water, boy. So a lot of times, you know, we be thinking of something big and it really just be shit, a lack of water for real. And so yeah, I'm not monetized on YouTube right now. I got they had blocked. I got a strike on my channel. I had, y'all probably remember this. I had made a video and I was talking about President Biden had made that the trans. See, I don't even want to talk about them motherfuckers. I don't want them striking my shit again. But he had made, you all know what I'm talking about, Woman of the Year who wasn't born a woman. And I was like, I had made a comment, you know, about it. Man, do you know they hit me with homophobic? They said I'm being a homophobic. I was like, come on, bro. Fuck it, I don't care. I promise, I promise I would never sell out, and I promise I'd never hide the truth for money or worry about myself. So I'm just fuck it, I don't care. So President Biden had gave a transgender woman of the year, and I said that's like Slim Shady getting African American of the year. It'd be an uproar. People would be mad as fuck. People would be mad. White and black be mad. No, they ain't. He ain't go through civil all that. You know. And I feel it's the same thing. Like women should be outraged by a man just, you know, saying probably cut his dick off. You know, it's got some fake titties and got woman of the year. Nigga ain't had to carry no baby. Don't have to bleed. None of that shit. Strong, could protect itself. You know what I'm saying? Just decide one day want to be a woman and get woman of the year. And so I had said that, man, they hit me for a racist comment and a homophobic comment and got me two strikes on my YouTube. And so they stopped me from getting monetized. And so yeah, and then I had posted fucking Joel Osteen, like a month later I had posted Joel Osteen short video. Man, do you know the church hit me with a strike for copyright infringement, and so I don't get my YouTube not monetized, and so I've been not monetized for like 4 months. And so if y'all didn't know that, I didn't think that was homophobic, personally, but it could have been. I do have a new movie role. I have a new movie role. It's called Death Around the Corner, and I haven't started shooting it yet. Right now, I'm getting ready for the streetwear. Hopefully, I text everybody phone, let them know I'll be at the streetwear event. I think Desire Unlimited had sent a lot of messages out. We'll be at the streetwear, July 21st, July 23rd in Atlanta, and I'm gonna debut a new shirt there. I got this new cast off shirt. Oh my God, that shirt is so hard. You know, and that was one of the reasons I was frustrated too, was I paid somebody to do it and they just took my money and just working on their own time. And so I'm mad about that too. And so I got the streetwear coming up. And after the streetwear, we're gonna start filming a movie. Oh, good looking, man. I mean, I ain't no congrats. Shit, it ain't out yet. And like I said, I still have to deal with those certain type of people because I ain't where I want to be in the bracket where I could deal with real professional people. So you never know dealing with these weak weasels. I'm dealing with a lot of weak weasels. And so, but the movie is dope, man. I wish I could tell y'all what it was about. But and the movie is gonna be released on YouTube. I'm gonna just put it out on YouTube and everything. And so, oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm tripping. See, hey, when y'all see me keep going left field, man, y'all gotta remind me, like, boy, answer the questions. Um, some of the questions, you know, I don't like answering the questions because it'd be the same questions over and over. But one thing it is about. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm a movie, like, even though I used to do music, I love movies more than music, for real. I was just more gifted at rap. Cause like I was really gifted. Like, no song you ever heard from me, I didn't write it down. I made it up in the studio off the top, everything. Even like I never wrote nothing down. And so I just get in the studio and just record that shit. And then I'd record myself a lot of times. It was just a natural gift, and I like doing it. But actually being a fan of something, I am a fan of movies. And the last good movie, I'm gonna tell y'all a good movie. I'm gonna tell y'all a good movie. And so I'm gonna give y'all a movie for real. And I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, nah, cause y'all like gonna be like, y'all gonna be thinking of the old one, be like, and it can't be better than that. But I'm telling y'all, that new white man can't jump is good. That new white man can't. It ain't better than the first one, but it's actually good. My son was watching it, and I'm like, "What are you watching?" He said, "White man can't jump." I'm like, "This ain't white man," but I didn't even know they made a new one. But the new white man can't jump is actually good. Another good movie I seen was crazy, man. The new house party is actually good. The new house party is good. Um, some other good movie. I can't think of the name. It's another good movie y'all should watch. It's Ice Cube son and Seth Rogen. It's a good movie. But those are like some of the last, and that's crazy. All of them comedies though. I know, like the classics. But I'm telling you, man, I ain't gonna lie. The new house party, I kind of. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it's better than the old, but it's actually better than a lot of the movies that's coming out now. There's been a lot of terrible movies coming out, man. Um, I don't want to talk about the. All right, I got to answer. I said I was gonna answer it. I think I talked about this shit before. Um, Somebody asked my thoughts on Illuminati. I think I talked about this shit before. I don't want to talk about this shit. But my thoughts on Illuminati, I think is when I hear when people say Jay Z, Kanye West, Beyonce, Oprah, what do all of them have in black? I say all of them have in black. All of them have in common. I believe all the black people who always just throw that Illuminati shit. I think it's just a self hatred. I think it's a low self esteem. I think it's an inferior complex that we have as black people. That anytime we see a black person be super successful, we don't think they can do it because we say the white man won't let you. I ain't like we put the white man as our god for real. Like he ain't gonna let you. You can't do nothing. And I think it's just a slave mindset passed down from our mama, from our grandma. White man ain't gonna let you do nothing. White man, you know what I'm saying? The white man, white man. And so we put that in our mind like, fuck it, I ain't gonna do nothing. Shit, white man ain't gonna let me do it. And so when we cut off our mind and stop thinking, then we see somebody else who's like, I could do what the fuck ever I want to. You know what I'm saying? Don't have that inferior complex. And when they succeed greatness, we be like, oh, he had to sell his soul. Oh, Illuminati. Anytime somebody make it out of poverty, we just assume, damn, why? He can't make it? Like, and it's really, like, I never see that. I never heard nobody say Jeff Bezos or I never heard nobody say fucking Warren Buffett alone. I never hear it. I never hear Eminem. I never hear Kid Rock. And it's always black people who always got to tear another black man down. Like it's just inferior slave mindset for real. Like a black man can't make it without his people thinking he did some crazy shit. It's either that or is a reflection that a lot of people who stayed in their comfort zone and didn't take the risks and the steps to take to make it, sit back and be like, man, the Illuminati. It's just to shoot another nigga down. It might be that too. You know what I'm saying? But I really believe it's just an inferior complex that a lot of us have for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker can't make it. I really believe that. I saw Tharband. What the fuck is that? I ain't never heard of that. Tharband? That sound whack. Tharband. I don't know. What is that about? And the overall you speak greatness and see. Man, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Uh Man, I think I talked about it. Don't force our comfort zone. Oh, a lot of people like that analogy I had made. Like shit, I mean that motherfucker got probably like 200,000 views in like 2 days on Instagram. I had made this post and I was talking about I had read something. I forgot where I don't even know where I read it from, but it was talking about how like the egos, like the when the mama got the eagle in the nest, when the eagle started getting bigger, she started adding more sticks and started putting it poke the baby eagle, just making the baby eagle uncomfortable as he growing because like start poking him and shit, make it uncomfortable. Because if she don't do that, the eagle just gonna get bigger and bigger and be comfortable, and never want to fly and leave the nest and learn how to hunt and stuff like that. And so I had gave an analogy like we do that like a lot of times. We be at a job and it be all cool. We like, and then it just get like the supervisors start being full of shit. The co-workers, they start trying to overwork you. You just realize like, and especially if you have you got bigger dreams than that job. Like you want to start your own business or you want to do it's just whatever, and that shit start getting frustrated. It was your job, and a lot of times you won't leave that job until that shit just get fucked up, until you just like, man, I hate this place. I'm gonna beat the fuck out the supervisor. You feel what I'm saying? Or my coworker. And so a lot of times that had to happen so we could be miserable to leave it and really walk in our real purpose. Not saying just leave your job and not have nothing to fault, like not be walking in your purpose, but even if you don't leave that job, it'll make you work hard on what you're doing outside of your job. You know what I'm saying? Where your revenue start coming in, so you can actually leave that job and make you go harder and realize like I just can't be here forever and be comfortable. And so that's the analogy, and I take it on myself. Like even like before I left Toledo, I never said I was like super in love with Toledo, but I always say I'm from the South Side. I love my neighborhood and I love my street. And so if stuff didn't get super uncomfortable for me over there, I'd probably still be standing on the corner right now. I wouldn't be talking to y'all. And so it had to be, they had to burn the store down. The little girl had to get, that didn't have that. I mean, I don't even want to say all the shit that happened, but it was just killing after killing after killing after killing after killing after killing. And it just got overwhelmed. And I was just like, I'm getting too old for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it got real uncomfortable for me there, and the greatest thing in the world was I had made a move because I didn't want my son being born in that environment, you know. So, but that's what it is. But I know a lot of y'all be from out of town, but I wish all y'all could come to the streetwear. I love that event. I never been a vendor there, but I will be a vendor at the streetwear, and I will be creating a new. It's gonna be the Zaire logo. I realized some people like I want a shirt just with the wolf for the Zaire logo, and I was like, damn, I don't even have that. I have like God gave me a gift, melanin. Don't let people talk about what God put in your heart. I got the cast off. I got the South Side, and all of them got the Zaire logo, but I never had. It's just a shirt with the Zaire logo, and I probably got like about 50 messages like I just want one with the Zaire logo. I was like, damn, I never made that, and so I'm gonna press up like 50, and I think I'm gonna give them to like y'all like who hit me up on the internet and shit like that, and y'all just show me like just let me know who y'all are and stuff like that. And if y'all come to the street, I'm gonna give it to y'all. Oh damn, this is what I really meant to come on live for. Hey y'all, tune in. I gotta go. I gotta go on Instagram live too because I had to say this. I had to say this too. Damn, I'm tripping, boy. Right out my mouth. 30 minutes in, I still ain't talked about what I came on here to talk about. Damn. 30 minutes in. Hey, you know what? I'm about to tell y'all. No, I'm gonna tell y'all on here, but then I'm about to go on Instagram live too. I might go on Facebook and Instagram live at the same time. Use the phone I'm on and this phone. All that video, all the shit y'all see me doing, all the pictures, all that. Man, I don't have no camera, no stuff. Man, I use this right here, and I just bought this though. Like right here, this gonna like when I start shooting a movie and shooting videos again and shit like that. This is a thing right here. I'm gonna do it right here with this. I'm gonna do everything on the phone. I'm not gonna get a real fancy camera or nothing. I'm gonna shoot a whole movie using this. I'm gonna put the phone on this. I'm telling you, man, technology is a mug. You don't even need no camera no more. All you do is need an iPhone. But one thing I do have coming out, all my top speeches on Instagram, all my top like speeches on YouTube, whatever. I'm gonna have somebody play music behind it, and I'm gonna release it on iTunes, Spotify, and it's gonna be called Inspiration Talk the Album. It's gonna be an album of all the speaking I did with like music, not You know, so you know how to have them music, that shit on Instagram, like the piano and all that stuff, the inspirational music. But I'm about to have that. I'm about to put that out, and that's gonna come out on my birthday, September 18th, on my birthday. And it's gonna be a new shirt to come out with. It's called Desire 100. So I'm gonna drop the album and the shirt September 18th on my birthday. That's what I came on here to tell y'all. And I done talked about everything else but that. But I'm up out of here. One love. And if y'all get a chance, y'all make sure y'all go on Instagram. And please just share all, like, any video y'all like. Just please go to it and share it for me. And I'm out of here. One love.